Hey there, Libra. How are you today? My name is Charlene, and I am here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is going to be for July 28th, which is a Monday through Thursday, July 31st. I'll be back on Wednesday to do bonus readings and try to get you through your weekend, okay? That's kind of the whole deal. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pulling cards to see what Spirit has to say. If by chance you're cross-watching or watching this and I don't get your reading up today on Sunday, it is because I fell way behind. Sorry. But if I don't get it up today, I'll get it up tomorrow. I promise you, I will get them out. I just kind of hit a snag and really fell behind. We're going to see what I can get done. Okay. All right. This one is going to be for my Libras. This one's for Libra, Libra, Libra. All righty, Libra. Let's see what you get. We're going to start this one out with the Hermit. Very popular card today, by the way. Followed by the High Priestess, and then the Death card. That's your backstory or your recent past. Currently, I have you in the Eight of Swords. No, hello. I know what cards they are. The Eight of Pentacles. They're followed by the Three of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Wands. Wow. Sorry, I'm tired. At the bottom, we have the Emperor. This is your near future. I have the Emperor, Judgment, and the King of Wands. That's a lot of major arcana, Libra. A pretty pivotal time, it looks like. Bottom of the deck for this reading is actually the Three of Cups. I'm going to have to do the reading to see how I feel this fits in. I'm not sure if this is a reason to celebrate or if you are dealing with something like a third-party interference or if you're feeling like the third party in a situation. But at any rate, we'll see how it plays in as we go, okay? The card at the center of your read is actually the Three of, so another three, huh? The Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is all about collaborations. I get the feeling you either have a third-party interference, not necessarily a third-party situation, just somebody who is interfering in the dynamic that you already had set, okay? You have either that or you have the other. At any rate, there's a situation where there was once happily two people, and now for some reason a third person has joined the mix, even if it's only platonically, to cause problems, okay? That's what I see with the third party, with the Three of Cups. So it's the undercurrent to your entire reading. So let's see how they play in. Okay, we're starting with the recent past. Sorry. I have the Hermit and the High Priestess, and then the Death card. Okay, so in the recent past, I can talk. There was a sense of mystery, a sense of secrecy, about something you were involved in. This could be just about anything, right? But for most of you, it will probably be some sort of a love relationship, okay? Where either your relationship was a secret or you had a partner who had a secret relationship elsewhere. Something about the relationship added a third person to your dynamic. And somebody in the relationship, their deal was secret. That's kind of the whole gist of it, okay? And whoever wasn't part of the secret part, their intuition was screaming at them, because that's kind of everything that the High Priestess embodies, is all that. The secrets, the intuition, the mystery, all that, okay? So that was the core of whatever was happening in your romantic love life, it feels like, in the recent past, okay? Obviously, it hit some sort of a snag or a bump in the road, because you evolved out of that into the Hermit mode, okay? That means that something felt off. Something wasn't right. So you pulled your energy back so you could stand around for a minute and watch it and reassess the situation and decide, where you stood. Where does everybody actually, where are all the players at in this thing? That's what it's saying, okay? The challenge in the recent past became the Death card, which was, I believe, which was an ending to one thing so that something else could begin. Now, in some of your cases, that was an ending to a prior relationship that you or somebody else was in, and so that you and somebody else could go forward. Okay, that's for some of you. For others, it was worked out opposite, obviously. But it does feel as though somebody here was juggling between two relationships, quite probably, and for a good deal of you, I believe somebody left one person for another, okay? Wherever you fit into that. Anyways, this is the recent past. We could not change it if we wanted to. It's already happened, okay? But however it played out is what's affecting the rest of this reading. So let's go forward. Where are we at now? Now we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So you're presenting right now as the Queen of Wands, okay? When you see something you want, you go get it. Period. End of conversation, okay? If you were the one that managed to walk away with the prize, I guess you could say, in this debacle that happened in the past, I think once you managed to walk away with it, you no longer wanted it. And that's the truth. That's how I feel about this. It's like you were in it for the chase, you were in it for the competition, and once you got it, it was like, okay, that's cool. Bye. No. Bye, Felicia. No. Okay. Haha. Anyways, the Eight of Pentacles is saying that you want something that you can be totally invested in. You're looking for that kind of collaboration right now, but I don't think you found it yet. You haven't found anybody that can challenge you and then maintain that level of equality almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. On top of that, this could very easily be somebody that you're associated with at work. That's another given here. So let's keep moving. I'm really long-winded today. Okay, what do we got down here at the bottom? In the near future, we're looking at the Emperor, the Judgment, and the King of Wands. So this would be your line over here. So you're presenting as the Queen of Wands here. The Death card is you going through a transformation. Okay, and at the bottom, it's the King of Wands. That is a divine pair. I believe it is a divine pair within you. Meaning I really believe that this is you trying to learn to balance the feminine and the masculine within you. But both of them are wands. Okay, so this is all about you being fiery and passionate and wanting to have a good time and setting out to do that. That's pretty much what I see here. I don't see somebody who's dying to be in some sort of commitment or be tied down. It would be like a wet sweater on you right now. It's just not what you're looking for, in my opinion, from what I see in these cards. The Judgment card is judgment being called within this situation that began up here at the top. I don't know where you fall in that situation. You could be any one of the three players. So wherever it is that you fall, that will define what your judgment is, right? You get back what you put out. So if you've had good things, if you've been doing good things and everything's happy and you haven't been doing anything to bring bad karma, then your karma's great. If not, then this is where you pay for your, whatever's happened. As the Emperor over here, I feel that this is speaking to the fact that you are taking your power back, though, out of this situation that we've been speaking of here, period. And just out of the entire group of friends, it feels like. It feels like this is a whole little cliquey group. And I think it's run its gamut with you. I think you're just better than this. I just do. I just think this is kind of beneath you and you have figured that out. You've taken your power back and you are moving in different directions. Does that mean you're not still the Queen of Wands? No, you're still the Queen of Wands. You could go wreak havoc someplace else, I don't know. But I just feel you've outgrown this situation is how it feels to me. All right, let's see. What do we got behind the Three of Cups? We have the Four of Wands and then the Six of Pentacles. So the Four of Wands is speaking to the fact that this was some sort of higher level soulmate to you. Doesn't mean they weren't karmic, but it does mean you were destined to be in each other's life. And there's definitely a situation here where somebody was giving to more than one person in breadcrumbing. Okay? Let's see. What do we got for Monday? Two of Wands, Six of Swords. This is about you needing to make a decision so that you can set your life off into calmer waters because the chaos is really starting to get to you. Tuesday, I have the Eight of Cups and the Five of Wands. This is you walking away from something even though you still have emotion for it. Because it's just, you have conflict inside of you and it never comes together on, you can never come to a conclusion that gives them the upper hand in a way that you want to stay. How's that? I hope that made sense. Wednesday, we've got the Chariot and the Two of Pentacles. There's a lot of juggling going on here. Chariot, you could be dealing with a Cancer. What else do you have out here? I don't know. Pisces maybe, Scorpio maybe. Emperor's Aries. I don't know. It could be anybody, but I'm just saying this is you tired of being juggled and trying to get out of the situation in general. And Thursday, I have Justice. So Libra maybe. And then I have the Eight of Swords. I think a lot of you are very cautious and somewhat a little bit worried because you're worried that the karma is going to come back to you and not be good. Because maybe everything you did here wasn't necessarily mindful of good karma, right? That's all right. We all make mistakes. Sometimes all you can do is say you're sorry and take accountability and move forward, right? But definitely looks like you're on a learning curve, Libra, and it definitely looks like whatever it was that brought you so much joy that you had to chase after it no matter what at one point right now is kind of fizzled. That's how I see it. There you go. That's what I got for this week, okay? I'll be back on Wednesday with bonus readings. I'm here every morning with the daily energy check-ins. No matter what the cards say, go make it the best week you possibly can. And that's it. Thanks for everything, you guys. I appreciate you a bunch, okay? Take care.